The Littlest Chef.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to The Littlest Chef. My name is Natalie, and in today's video, we are making an immune boosting baby smooth skin tea. So we all know that clear skin and really good immunity is built from the inside out. It definitely matters what we're eating and what we're drinking. So I'm gonna show you how to make this tea. And in this tea, we are using ginger, lemon, turmeric, and pineapple skin. All of these things are such a powerful combo that supports glowy skin, really good gut health, and immunity. So let's get cooking. So the first thing we're gonna do is to take 2 or 3 knobs of turmeric. You don't need to use too much of the turmeric because it has a strong taste. So you just want the tea to have that subtle taste of the turmeric. 2 knobs is more than enough. The reason I'm using turmeric in this recipe is because it actually contains something called curcumin, which has very strong anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. As you can see here, I'm cutting it up. My advice to you is to, cut slow, and please do not chop your fingers off, okay? So the next thing we're doing here is shredding up the ginger. I like to use the large side of the grater to grate my ginger. If you're using organic ginger, you can use a smaller amount, but here I'm just using the regular huge pieces of ginger that you find at your local supermarket, and so you can use a good amount of this, and usually the bigger gingers aren't too spicy, so you can get away with using a bigger piece in this tea. Here I am grating the ginger. You can also slice it up too, like I did to the turmeric. It's completely up to you. I feel like, when I'm making my teas, I want my teas to be very gingery, and so I like to grate my ginger. So the next thing we have here is the lemon. Lemon is really packed with vitamin C, and vitamin C actually supports collagen production. Collagen is a protein in our skin that literally is like, what's the best way to describe it? It literally is like a protein that holds your skin up. It's kind of like scaffolding, okay? So vitamin C is super important because it gives your skin structure and it helps to keep it firm. So definitely, drink your lemon water in the morning, put that lemon in the tea. Just don't put too much so you don't get heartburn. So here I am. This is a big pot of tea. So I believe I added like about 6 to 8 cups of water. And you want to make sure that you fill it up almost all the way to the top, because you are going to leave this uncovered and you're going to let it boil, and you're going to boil this for about 15 minutes. By the end of the 15 minutes, a lot of that water, would have evaporated. So you just want to fill it to the top with water. this is the tea while it's boiling. And oh my God, I forgot to add the most important thing, which is that pineapple. Quick tip, always buy your pineapple whole. You get more bang for your buck. You get more fruit out of it for the price of the pineapple. You literally could have 4 or 5 servings of pineapple by buying it whole as opposed to buying it already pre-cut up in a container. And you get to put away the skins, freeze them for later when you want to make your tea. The reason that we're using pineapple skin is that it actually contains something called bromelain, and bromelain is an enzyme that supports digestion and also helps to reduce inflammation. And like I mentioned earlier, I love that subtle sweetness, that natural sweetness that it gives this tea. You don't have to add any extra sugar, and it literally just tastes perfect. Once your tea is done boiling for about 15 minutes, you're gonna let it sit on the stove for a little bit, and then you're gonna pour that baby into a strainer. This process is to make sure that you don't end up with any clumps or bits of any fruit while you're drinking your tea. So this is how it looks. Please try this recipe because I promise you it's going to taste so good. Go make yourself a cup, sip it slow, and go lay down.